Beneath the surface of vast oceans lie secrets that remain hidden from human understanding for centuries. While modern oceanography only began uncovering these mysteries in the 20th century, the Quran, revealed over 1400 years ago, described phenomena that scientists have only recently confirmed. Today, we'll explore these remarkable revelations about the oceans found within the Quran and how modern science continue to validate what is written in this ancient text. One of the most striking oceanic phenomena mentioned in the Quran is found in Surah Ar-Rahman verses 19 and 20. He released the two seas meeting side by side. Between them is a barrier, so neither of them transgresses. Quran chapter 55, verse 19 and 20. And similarly, in Surah Al Furqan, verse 53, and it is He who has released simultaneously the two seas, one fresh and sweet, and one salty and bitter. And He placed between them a barrier and a prohibiting partition. Chapter 25, verse 53. These verses describe something remarkable. When two different seas meet, they don't immediately mix. Instead, they maintain their distinct properties with an invisible barrier between them. In 1962, oceanographers discovered this exact phenomena. When different bodies of water meet, like the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean, at the Strait of Gibraltar, they don't immediately merge. Each maintains its own temperature, salinity, and density, creating what scientists call a halocline or thermocline, an invisible barrier between them, exactly as the Quran described 14 centuries earlier. Let's look at the second miracle. The Quran also describes the profound darkness of the deep oceans in Surah An-Nur, verse 40. Or they are like darkness in an unfathomable sea which is covered by waves, upon which are waves, over which are clouds, darkness some above others. When one puts his hand therein, he can hardly see it. And he to whom Allah has not granted light, for him there is no light. Quran chapter 24, verse 40. This verse remarkably describes three distinct layers of darkness in the deep sea. Modern oceanography has confirmed that the light disappears in stages as we descend into the oceanic depths. The first layer, 0 to 200 meters, where most light is observed. The second layer, 200 to 1000 meters, the twilight zone, where only faint blue light remains. The third layer, below 1000 meters, the midnight zone of complete darkness. How could anyone in the 7th century in the Arabian desert have known about these layers of darkness in the deep ocean? Submarines and specialized equipment to reach these depths weren't invented until 20th century. Yet, the Quran accurately described this phenomena with precision. Hold on to your seats because let's look more closely to another detail in the verse which we just explored. Darkness within an unfathomable sea which is covered by waves upon which are waves. Quran chapter 24, verse 40. The phrase waves upon which are waves seems peculiar at first, but in 1900s, oceanographers discovered what we now call internal waves. massive underwater waves that occur at a density boundary between layers of water. These internal waves can reach a height of up to 100 meters and extend for kilometers, yet remain completely invisible at the surface. They were only detected using advanced satellite imagery and specialized equipment. How could Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who lived in a desert and was not known to sail, have knowledge of these underwater waves? In Surah An-Nur, verse 40, the Quran mentions waves upon which are waves. Beyond internal waves, this could also be describing the complex system of ocean currents, what scientists now call the global conveyor belt or the thermohaline circulation. This vast network of interconnected ocean currents moves water around the entire planet, influencing the climate and the weather patterns. This knowledge only emerged in the late 20th century. Yet, Quran description of layered waves has remarkable parallels to this discovery. Additionally, in Surah An-Nahl, verse 14, Quran states, "And it is He who subjected the sea for you to eat from it tender meat, and to extract from it ornaments which you wear. And you see the ships plowing through it, and He subjected it that you may seek of His bounty, and perhaps you would be grateful." Quran chapter 16, verse 14. The Arabic word used for plowing through is muwakkir, which linguistically refers to the movement of ships cutting through the water, creating waves both in the front and behind. This precise description of how ships create wave patterns aligns with our modern understanding of fluid dynamics, knowledge that wasn't formalized until centuries later. These remarkable oceanic insights in the Quran, the barrier between the seas, the layers of the darkness, internal waves, and complex current system, raise a profound question. How could these accurate descriptions appear in a book revealed in 7th century in a desert region long before the tools of modern oceanography existed? For millions around the world, these scientific miracles serve as compelling evidence that the Quran's origin transcends human knowledge of its time. As Allah states in the Quran itself, we will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. Quran chapter 41, verse 53. As science continues to advance, it seems to be catching up to what we already have seen in the written text, confirming what believers have known for centuries, that the Quran contains knowledge that could only come from the creator of the universe. The more we learn about our world through science, the more we find confirmation of wisdom contained in divine revelation. Perhaps in the depths of ocean, we can find not only scientific truth but spiritual guidance as well, only if we see it with our eyes wide open. So this is one more video breaking misconceptions about Islam and dwelling into what is written in Quran and how Quran is proved to be the word from God. If you would want to explore further, stay connected with me by following my channel, liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that bell icon. Till we meet next time, Allah Hafiz, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.